Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading for tomorrow, the 2nd of July. We are going to get started in about 15 minutes or so. And let me just fix this, as always. All right, welcome, everybody. Nirvani, hello. Dad, hello. Jody, hello. Melissa, good evening. And Nirvani, Nirvani, hello again. Diana, hello. Thank you for being here. If you hear any weird noises above me, the other day was jumping jacks. Today, I think it's an ab roller, one of those things that you roll out with. So just know that the guy above me works out all the time, and that's probably what the noise is. So it's nothing weird or anything like that. Well, it is pretty weird, but, you know, whatever floats your boat, am I right? All right, LFS, or Ninja, I gotta get that right. Ninja, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I feel like I'm being taken advantage of at work. I would say I'm probably not getting paid enough, plain and simple, which is a form of being taken advantage of. So, yes, to answer your question, 3 wands, looking for taking the lead, number one, but also looking for something better, which I feel like you are doing. So, yeah, I would say yes to answer your question. Griselda, thank you for the super chat. Card for my relationship. You have the Devil, the Door. Devil could be like just saying that in the past you feel like it was a toxic relationship or that there were challenges. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. I would say, to me, the Devil is not like that bad of a card. It can definitely represent challenges, but it's like not that big of a deal. The Door, a new beginning. So I feel like there will be a new beginning for you here. Ortiz, when we go to the Bay Area this weekend, will we find an apartment that we will be moving into? I feel like you will be looking at a lot of different options, is what I would say. Fruit of the Dead is a card of abundance to me, so it says like a lot of options. And for general work and career, 10 of Swords, a change, 10 of Pentacles, finding something that pays you a lot more money. So that looks amazing, is what I'm going to say to you. Elizabeth Gonzalez, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. A couple cards for love. You have the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. I feel like this is just general for you. I feel like you are kind of going from this, not taking action on things you want, to taking action on things that you want, basically. For love, you have the Lovers. Best card in the deck for love. So I feel like there's definitely new love. Yeah, I feel like you're like looking at past mistakes in love and then just making sure that you don't repeat them in the future with the Historian there as well. DMZ Diva, thank you for the super chat. You say, I got a letter saying that there might be money from a former employer. Do you think that this is true? Should I look into it? I would say no. I don't like this card, is what I'd say to you. Yeah, I would say no to you, actually. So, yeah, I don't think it's true. I don't think there would be any harm in looking into it, but it might not be true. 7 of Swords, 5 of Cups, feeling sad. So I would say no, if I'm being honest with you. There. Diana, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, my boss asked me to come to a meeting with he and the investor. How will this benefit me now and in the future? You have the Moon. I'd say no expectations going into it. Page of Swords, discovery, so you will find out. 3 Cups, celebration. So I feel like this will be very good for you. The Page of Swords is just like learning, so it says look at this as more of a learning experience, or try to learn as much as you possibly can from this experience or from this situation. 3 Cups, celebration, good things coming in. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a card of being very thorough. It's a card of hard work as well, but to me it can represent a realization, because it is a card of being realistic just in general, but it can say that there might be some sort of realization in this situation as well. So really good is what I'm going to say to you, Diana. Yeah, it's like going to be some sort of improvement. I don't know, you might be finding out that you're going to be more involved in the business in the future with that 6 of Swords, so that could be good. Andrea, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You have the World and the Chariot. Andrea, wow. So for love, this says dating, and with the world is my card of opening up to the world, dating, needing to get out there. Chariot says you are in control of your destiny here, but very good card, and a card of victories as well. So I feel like there will be victories, but it also says you got to get out there. Could be a Cancer. I do feel that for you. I'm not one of those readers that's always going to attach the sign to the card. It's not realistic, number one, but I do feel like it could be a Cancer that's coming in for you. A. Ortiz, thank you again for the super chat. Here's my question in my super chat. Am I still in the running for the job 2 hours away? I would say get out of your head about it. And Justice, so you do have, after receiving some news today, Justice is a card of balance, and but it's a card of responsibility and a decision as well. You always get these choice cards, I feel. So yeah, I feel like you are. So yes, to answer your question, for sure. Actually, let me just fix this real quick, people. All right, there we go. Sarah, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Romantic relationship in my future. You have the Tower, 6 of Cups. Yeah, could be like a breakup, and this could be happiness coming in after a breakup if you recently went through one. The Tower could also be a surprise. So it could be like a surprising communication from somebody, and it could make you really happy. Again, I do not read the 6 of Cups as somebody from the past. Like I need way more here to say that it's somebody from the past, and again, that you don't, stuff that you don't have. So to me, I would say that this is new love, something that makes you very happy. Yeah, definitely tons of happiness coming in after a difficult period of time. So I feel like there is definitely a relationship if you're not already in one. Psychic Gem, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will I move this year? I would say you could if you wanted to. So yes, is what I'd say. Strength is a card kind of that is kind of like a card of control, but it's a card of soft control. The Chariot is a card of hard control. The Strength is more of like having strength. It's more of not necessarily taking control, being more needing to be more go with the flow. It is a card of patience as well, but I'd say yes. Tens, you have the Ten of Cups as well. Tens to me are definitely moving, and for love, yes, definitely love. King of Cups, the return of love to your life. So I would say yes, definitely. Mila, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, well, JP and I be in a long-lasting relationship, long-term, maybe leading to marriage. Six of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Eight of Wands. I would say yes. Six of Pentacles, just planting seeds in the relationship, just like figuring out where the relationship is going, putting in the work, communicating, like doing all that other stuff, doing all like the beginning stuff, and like waiting to see where it goes. It does say make sure there's equal give and take in the relationship, but overall, when I get this card for a relationship that is like starting out, whatever, I do look at it as a very good card. Page of Cups, a love offer, and this is just a card of like kind of an intuitive like an intuitive relationship as well. So if this is an intuitive relationship, meaning that it's like you two just get each other or whatever, this would definitely say yes. Eight of Wands, very quick movement forward, and it's a card of good news as well, but it's a card of quick action in the relationship. I would say yes. I mean, if there are any problems, it could be like him not opening up opening up more, but I would just say be patient. Yeah, look, Hierophant, marriage, to me Hierophant is like the second best marriage card in the deck, so that puts it up there, definitely, Mila. So I'd say yes, definitely with the Hierophant card here. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles just needs work, but this is just, it's not like a challenge. This is not a bad thing. Seven of Pentacles, just like kind of like Six of Pentacles, planting seeds, waiting for a harvest, but I would say yes to you. Nye, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. For love, you have the Ten of Wands, releasing burdens, so releasing things from the past. Six of Wands, success, and also attention coming in for you, so definitely a card of dating, but it's also like victory and good news. And you have the Nine of Pentacles, you being single right now. Let's see, Queen of Wands, you're, like I said, you are very attractive at this time, so I would get out there. I feel like there are plenty of people who would want to date you, but these are all like needing to put the work in. Yeah, you could be like stuck in your head, so if you're stuck on something from the past, I'd let it go. Yeah, I feel like you need to get out there and date. Five of Wands is my card of socializing when people ask about love, so I would get out there and date. Ayana, thank you as always for the super chat. Any love messages? You have the Ace of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, so I feel like you want this. Like, I feel like this is something you want right here. Four of Pentacles, something stable, something secure, something that lasts for a long time. And the Ace of Swords is like communication, so I feel like that you just need to get out there and communicate with people to find somebody. But it's a card of victory. Yeah, you could be getting over a breakup. Yeah, I feel like there could be somebody very stable coming in for you. King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. This is like a very stable, down to earth type of person. Could be an earth sign. It's not always true, but it could be either an earth sign or somebody with a ton of earth in their chart. I would say somebody who's hardworking. They might not necessarily be rich, but they could just be very hardworking, very successful in their own right with this card. But definitely new love. Yeah, a wish coming in for you. I would just say date. Andrea, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, will Patrick reach out anytime soon? I would say no. I feel like he's being closed off. Like, a lot of people seem to be being closed off. Two of Pentacles, juggling. He could be seeing other this could be you not receiving communication, but it could also be him being cold, distant, not offering communication as well. So I would say no, if I'm being honest. Diana, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Can you clarify the Pisces and Taurus and my Taurus reading? You have the Queen of Pentacles, so you have like a new path opening up here between the two of you. Yeah, this would be the two of you. This does not surprise me. Pisces always shows up like this as the King of Swords. So it doesn't represent Pisces, but I'm just saying Pisces always has this energy right here. It is the energy that Pisces is stepping into in the first place, like over the next like 8 years. It's a very authoritative, logical, intellectual, intelligent type of energy, and kind of like a leadership energy as well. Taurus, you. So I feel like it's a good match. Yeah, Queen of Cups. I feel like things need to maybe move forward faster, but yeah, I'd get out of your head. No worries. I would just like go with the flow in this as well. Yeah, Four of Cups. I feel like this is talking about expectations of the relationship. The two of you might have different expectations overall about like where it's going or where it does go, but I feel like if you can get on the same page, it could go could go well. Shelby, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, will I be okay working as much as I will? Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. The Fool, Ace of Wands, yes, definitely. So I feel like you will be fine. The Fool just says take the leap. Ace of Wands, growth, abundance, success. It's like my second favorite card in the deck. So I would say yes, definitely. Lynn, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, I feel stuck in my job, but there are some pros, but a lot of cons. I'm stuck on whether to find something else or stay. Can I get, yeah, definitely. You have the Star, the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like there will be a turnaround here. I keep telling people not to, like, don't worry about your job right now. Like until the end of the year. Should you look for something else? Yeah, absolutely. But don't just quit, is what I'd say. Saturn and Capricorn punishes us, like if we just quit a job and we don't have something lined up. Like Saturn and Capricorn wants us to be super, extremely responsible. So what I would say here is absolutely feel free to look for another job. If you find one that's better, take it, absolutely. But at the same time, this could say there will be a turnaround there. I keep telling people, if you have a job that you don't like, but maybe it does pay well or whatever, then I would wait until the end of the year to make your decision, because I feel like by the end of the year things will change a lot, and there could be a major turnaround. The Star is a wish and total fulfillment, so I feel like there's like a lot of good things coming in. But look at this total turnaround for you, and it looks really, really good. Yeah, Two of Cups, like you finding something that you match up with perfectly, you finding something that makes you happy, and all that other good stuff. A Ortiz, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will there be a lot of competition for the job 2 hours away? Judgment, 3 of Swords. I would say yes, but I wouldn't really worry about it. Yeah, 8 of Swords, you being trapped here. Or this could be your thoughts, the 8 of Swords here. It's a card of like restriction and feeling restricted, but you have the Judgment card, which is like a calling, and you hearing a call here. 8 of Pentacles, I don't know, I still feel like you could get this job. So I wouldn't really worry about it too much, but I do feel like it's possible that there is, obviously, yeah, I don't know. Ace of Cups, look at this, job offer for you. Efren, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You have the Knight of Cups, love, 3 of Pentacles, needing to put the work into love. I feel like there could be somebody who comes in who sweeps you off your feet, or just like a very significant relationship coming in with the Knight of Cups. 3 of Pentacles, putting the work in to the relationship, or needing to put the work in to find love, if that's what you're looking for. I get really good money stuff here as well. This could be like you moving forward towards better finances, Efren. So definitely really good for you. Where was I? San, thank you for the super chat. San, I feel like you could be getting a lot of attention right now, is probably something you don't know. So, Knight of Wands, a lot of attention. It's card of being very charming, confident, daring, adventurous, very passionate about something. 8 of Cups says there's, like, maybe also, what I would say here is that there could be a deeper meaning to your passions or things that you're interested in. This is true for a lot of people right now. So I would definitely say look into your passions, look into things you're passionate about. There could be like a much deeper meaning to those things, like passions. They could be hobbies, anything you're interested in. And there could be like even money, jobs, pretty much anything involved in those things. Sublaze, thank you for the super chat. How was the presentation evaluated? I would say good if it was you. Yeah, look at this. Empress, feeling abundant, being very happy. The Magician says you kind of displayed like a lot of different skills and tools and things like that. So I feel like very successful and probably very good. Empress is a card of happiness as well. So I feel like you're going to be very happy. Evolves Dog, thank you for the super chats. Really appreciate it. Can I have a card? Yes. You have the 7 of Wands, King of Wands. I feel like if you're looking for love, open up. I say this to pretty much everybody, but everybody needs to open up if they want love. So if you want love, I'd say open up. It could also be you building a foundation like in a business as well. I kind of feel that for you. It could be business or work that you are kind of feeling like you want to grow. King of Wands is my card of like business and work growth in general, and 7 of Wands is a card of just being sure of yourself and getting something to work. So I feel like you could really be getting something to work here and making something very successful. So I feel like this is really good for you. Yeah, 4 of Swords. It's like you're coming off of a period where maybe you've been very like introspective or more withdrawn, but I do feel like things are going to get really good for you there. I like it. Jennifer Jones, thank you for the super chat. I would say, you say, will we live together? I would say yes, if you want to. Ace of Pentacles, stepping off on a new path, definitely could be definitely could be moving in together. The 2 of Wands, being very bold, taking the lead in a situation, but it's also just a card of moving. So, yes, no doubt about it. But, all right, everybody. I didn't realize what time it was, as always, so let's get started here and see what we have for you. Yeah, Mark is sleeping on the job, right? It's time to get started. Let's go. We are going to get started here with you, Aries. So let's see what we have for you. Aries people and Aries. here we go. Aries, one more shuffle here, and we will get started. All right, Aries, what is going on for you? And never. There we go. Aries, you have the Three of Cups coming up first here and the Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're moving on to calmer shores. This is like heading towards happiness. So I feel like a lot of you could be heading towards happiness. Things could be moving forward. I really feel that a lot of you are coming off of like tower moments or separations. This could be in relationships, but it could be in, it could be anything. It could be like separation from a job, a home, pretty much anything. And I feel like you're heading towards more happiness. So maybe things aren't perfect right now. Maybe you don't feel very happy right now, some of you, but I feel like you are kind of going to be getting to a point of happiness. Pretty simple is what I would say to you here. So again, I feel like there's just very simple improvements on these two cards. Next, you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like two different things here for you, Aries. For some of you, I feel like you're being too cautious work-wise. So I feel like there could be like opportunities work-wise that you could be taking advantage of, but maybe you're being too cautious with that Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like there's a need to take advantage of new work opportunities, whether they be new jobs, new businesses, raises, promotions, pretty much anything like that. So I would take advantage of the opportunities that come your way. For others, I feel like this could be love as well. I kind of feel three things here, actually. Could be an earth sign that's coming in for you here, Aries. Might require work. You could be at a distance from this person. You have the Two of Wands here as well, so it could be like a long distance relationship or something like that, and it could require work, or I feel like this could be involving work, and I feel like you're just working hard. Kind of boring, but Knight of Pentacles, hard work. Eight of Pentacles, hard, diligent work, basically the same thing. But the Eight of Pentacles, you always see results. So if you are having to work really hard, or if you're having to pick up extra hours, you will see the results with these two cards. I do feel settlement kind of for some of you as well. So if you're like waiting for a court settlement or an insurance payout, a commission check, anything like that, I do feel like you could be seeing money, but probably not right now. So if you're like waiting for money for something, I do feel like it could be a little bit of a wait, but I still feel like you are going to get it, whatever it is that you're waiting for. And finally, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. So passionate new beginning, or just a positive new beginning. I feel like some of you are taking the lead here. Ace of Pentacles to me represents a call to adventure. So it could be any type of adventure in your life, a new job, new business, starting a new relationship. And it's always an offer from God. But, to me, there are always ups and downs with the Ace of Pentacles. It's like not going to be all sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns, of course. It's going to be, having to work on whatever it is that you are starting, whether it's a relationship, a business, whatever. But if you do the work, this is your reward right here, a giant pentacle. So I would put in the work. For others, this could just simply be a move as well. But it would involve like an offer. So it could be for a relationship, or it could be in work. I've felt this for you for a long time. For some of you, I feel like it's your partner. Like if you live with somebody, or if you have a partner, or if you're married, whatever, I feel like that your partner could need to move, and you could be moving with this person. By the way, if you are in that very specific situation, I feel like things are going to go extremely, extremely well for you, better than you could ever imagine. So I would do it. I would move is what I would say to you. If you're like thinking about it, if you're like, do I move with this person? Do I not? I would do it. I feel like there's a lot of benefits to doing it for you, Aries. But that's what I get for you, Aries. So thank you, Aries. And Taurus, what do we have for you, Taurus people? Taurus, you have the World and the Lovers. Yes, dating. So if you want love, Taurus, I would open up and date. The World to me is definitely a dating card. The Lover says love. So I feel like there could be new love coming in for you here. For some of you, it's funny. You have this Pisces showing up in your reading every single night. So it definitely could be a Pisces. It could also be a Cancer. It could be a fire sign as well, I'm getting here. So pretty much those three different signs. And I feel like it would be a very positive relationship. So if you're getting into something new, I would definitely kind of move towards it. My only hesitation for you here, Taurus, is if you are getting into a relationship with one of those three different signs, or, well, technically five, but I would say that there could be some mysteries, or you could feel like there are things that you don't know about this person. I do feel like this person holds their cards close to their chest, but I don't think they're not like sneaky or anything like that. So if you have somebody like that, I feel like they will open up in time, but maybe just not right away. For others, this would represent a new choice. This to me is very positive. It could say that soon, maybe not tomorrow. Again, these readings are timeless. I always forget to say this at the beginning of the reading, but these readings are timeless. And, I feel like for some of you, this could be saying that there are goals that you will be reaching in the near future that are just simply going to open up new paths, new opportunities for you, but you have to accept those paths, because what my only concern here is like picking. This says that you could stay in a cycle right here with the World, if you make the old choice, or you could move on to new cycles and new paths if you pick the other choice here with the Lovers. So it says like maybe you have an opportunity to get a new job, but maybe you have an opportunity to also get like a leadership position instead of staying in the same position. Maybe you have an opportunity to date someone new instead of someone old. And it says like end the old, start the new here, Taurus. Next, you have the Chariot and the High Priestess. Yes, end the old, start the new with the Chariot. Plain and simple. Chariot says pick the new choice as well. The High Priestess could be one of those things where you're like, well, I'm just going to stay in my comfort zone in the past because that's where I'm comfortable. Don't do it. There's a very strong need to leave comfort zones this year for pretty much everybody. So I would definitely leave your old comfort zone behind, start something new. For others, I do get Cancer or Pisces here. So you could be dating a Cancer or Pisces or somebody with a lot of that in their chart, and I do feel like it'd be a very good relationship for you. For others, this kind of says your intuition is guiding you towards success, so just trust your intuition, as I always say with these two cards, and your intuition will guide you towards a victory. And finally, you have the Historian and the Four of Wands. I feel like for some of you that this is saying that there is going to be a commitment in the future for you. Again, to me, the Four of Wands really isn't a card of marriage because it's like the marriage has already happened on the Four of Wands. It's like it's the people celebrating the marriage, right? And they aren't getting married on the card, no matter what deck I use, pretty much, except for this one. But, to me, it's more of a card of celebration, but it's also a card of freedom. And I feel like I've said to you many nights in a row now, Taurus, I feel like your main focus with Uranus and your sign is going to be freedom and breaking away from things that limit you, things that hold you back. And, we could look at marriage as something where, if it's not involving love, it could be you being married to a job or something like that. Maybe you are deciding you want more freedom here. Historian just says you're looking back at your past, maybe you are looking back at when you were younger, and maybe you said to yourself when you were younger, I thought I was going to be way more free than I am right now. And it's like that is probably just the catalyst for change with these two cards. It's just that simple, Taurus. So overall, I feel like this is really positive, really good. So thank you, Taurus. All right, Gemini. What do we have for you, Gemini people? And Gemini. All right, Gemini. Gemini, I feel, for some of you, I feel like somebody lied to you, by the way. Yep, and you are going to get justice in this situation. Very, very clear message for you here, Gemini. And I'm choking. This person can't talk. So, I feel like for some of you, it could be somebody coming into your life, or it's somebody who was already in your life. For some of you, I feel like this is closure. So it could be in a relationship. It could be related to a relationship as well, that you are getting this closure. It could also be that this could be like anybody. It could be somebody at work that lied to you. It could be a friend, a family member, pretty much anything. But this is a very clear message, like I said. I feel like somebody's trying to apologize here. So I do feel like for some of you, you could be getting an apology. You have the Tower, you have the Seven of Swords, but you also have the Four of Pentacles and the Judgment card. Like, putting this all together, to me, it just screams apology. So I feel like for some of you, this is an apology. For others, this could be this could be more positive, definitely. It could be a pleasant surprise. It could be like somebody coming into your life who says to you that they love you. And it could be a Tower moment, because it could be a surprise. Again, the Tower does not have to be a bad card. It can be a good card. And that's what I would say here. But I feel like this could be a love offer coming in. For others, it could be a work offer, and it's something that you exactly want to be doing. Ace of Swords tells me that some of you, if you're trying to get a job, you could be getting something that is just the perfect job for you, something that makes you very happy. Next, you have the Tower and the Four of Pentacles. For some of you, there is a danger. I keep talking about this too. I mean, pretty much for everybody, there is a danger in holding on to things this year. So like, if we hold on to things and we don't let things go, we could kind of get spanked from the universe, as I say, because it's like the universe is giving us clues on things that we maybe need to let go of, but maybe we don't want to let go of them. Maybe it's like a job or a relationship or something, and we're just going to keep reliving the same cycle if we're not supposed to be somewhere that we are. Like, if we're in a relationship we're not supposed to be in, if we're in a business we're not, or if we're in a job that we're not supposed to be in, we're going to keep having repeating problems. That is your clue to make a change. And as long as you're making a change, you'll be fine. But if you just stay stuck, the universe will bring in a Tower moment to make sure that you move on from whatever it was. So, I would definitely make sure you're not staying stuck. That's all I'm getting there, Gemini. And finally, you have the Seven of Swords and the Judgment card. Again, if anybody lied or cheated or did anything to you in the past, there's definitely justice and judgment coming in here. The Ace of Swords, to me, your first card, represents justice or receiving some sort of justice. And probably it's maybe we could say even a little bit more karmic than the Justice card, because it's like the Ace of Swords is a card of fortitude. It says you were strong through some sort of difficult situation in your life, and now the universe is like making sure you get your karma. So it could be very positive. For others, this is like internal fears that don't exist, so let go of your fears from your true calling. Judgment, I always say, is your true calling in life. So like I said, to me, it's hard for me to describe, but you in Sagittarius always get this message. And you are opposite signs, so it makes sense that you both always get the same message. But I feel like a lot of you could like be very comfortable in a job, but maybe it's not the right job for you. Maybe there's like a passion that you need to start work on, and it's like the universe is like trying to say like, hey, we want you to start a passion-based business, or hey, we want you to go get a job doing something that you actually enjoy, not just a job. And it's like you could be feeling a call, or you could be feeling a pull towards something. For others, I do feel like this could be somebody coming back from your past, trying to get back with you. But I feel like for the most part, you're probably going to ignore it with the Seven of Swords. So if somebody cheated or did something to you, you're probably just going to move on there, Gemini. But there you go, Gemini. All right, Cancer. What do we have for you, Cancer people? And Cancer. Cancer, you have the Two of Cups here, Two of Swords. Yeah, there is a perfect match for you. Two of Swords, I'd say, don't hold yourself back from somebody who could be a perfect match. There could be a soulmate type person coming in, but it's like you could still be thinking about somebody from the past, or you could be blocking your emotions. So I would say open up if you want love. If somebody comes in, probably a soulmate. So I would open up. For others, it can say that this is somebody from your past. It can say that somebody is blocking their emotions, and you are stuck in a stalemate, probably no communication. So this could represent a no communication situation for me, for you, Cancer. And the Two of Cups is like a card of stepping stone soulmates. So it kind of just says if you are in a no communication situation, you just have to kind of realize that this was probably somebody who was sent to your life to teach you a lesson, and now it's time to move on. So I always get that moving on message for you. So if you're holding on to somebody, I would definitely let go. The sooner you let go, probably the better things are going to get there. Next, you have the Eight of Wands and the Five of Swords. Yeah, I feel it. Break up. This is you finally, this would probably be you finally moving away. Eight of Wands can represent a conclusion, and it can represent coming to the end of a kind of like a journey. So I feel like some of you are kind of giving up on a connection here. Five of Swords, throwing in the white flag basically and moving on to something else. Eight of Wands could be very positive communication coming in love. So I feel like some of you, it could be an earth sign that's coming in for you. I feel like earth has shown up for you before. For others, this could represent you being more focused on money, because Five of Swords is a card of self-interest. So it's like some of you could just be deciding, I'm just going to work on myself, and that's it. I'm just going to focus on myself. Eight of Wands says it's like through you just focusing on yourself, making yourself the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. The Eight of Wands says there will be very quick movement. There will be very quick success because you decide to focus on yourself and make yourself the best. And I feel like that's what you really should do. I feel like that's what this is really saying. Again, I know that's not what these cards mean, but that's what I'm getting. I feel like you should be kind of focusing on yourself, making yourself the best version of you, and that will lead to you getting anything that you could possibly imagine. And finally, you have the Two of Pentacles, and you have the King of Pentacles. So this could be a very kind of more secure, stable relationship coming in. Could be an earth sign. I definitely feel that for some of you. Two of Pentacles says this person's probably also very flexible and probably, just kind of very easygoing. And I feel like that would be a good energy for you as well. For others, it could say, again, that you have a choice in relationships between something old and something new. I would definitely go with something new, probably more stable, probably something that's going to be much more significant. For others, I feel like you're becoming more flexible with your income. I'm literally hearing flexible income. So, I don't know if you're you could be making more money, which would make you more flexible in where you spend your money and things like that. But I also feel you are getting better at saving it. For a small percentage of you, I would say Two of Pentacles to me can represent a settlement. So I do feel like there could be like a settlement coming in for you. King of Pentacles kind of says to me that it wouldn't be necessarily life-changing amounts of money, but if you're waiting for a settlement, it could be, or like child support or something, it could be enough money to make you feel more stable. But that's what I get for you, Cancer. So thank you, Cancer. All right, Leo. What do we have for you, Leo people? And Leo. Leo, you have the fruit of the dead here in the star. Yeah, some sort of wish coming in for you. Probably a wish for abundance is what I'd say. So there could be a job. The star to me is one of my cards of long distance. The Nine of Cups is my other card of long distance. So it might be love, but really I feel like it's financial. It could be a job coming in from a distance here with these two cards. Or it could say like if you happen to work in a business where that involves like other countries or distance in general, then it could say you will be seeing a lot of success there. Or if you work in a business that involves like shipping or anything you could think of involving long distance, it would probably go very well for you. This is like ninth house energy I'm getting here. I know that's not what these two cards mean, so I get it, but that's what I'm picking up intuitively, so that's what I'd say to you there. For others, this could just be money that comes in that provides hope. So it's like maybe things have not been going very well, and maybe you get a job offer or more money, or maybe you hear that you're about to get more money in the future, and it kind of is a renewal for you. It renews your energy, makes you feel better, it makes you feel like there is hope in general in your life. Next, you have the Ten of Spades, Five of Wands. Yeah, moving. Like I said, Ten of Spades or Ten of Swords to me can be a card of moving or moving on to something. Five of Wands, conflict. This could represent a lot of mental conflict right here, so definitely get out of your head, Leo. You probably are the one sign where you are your own worst enemy right now. So I'd say make sure not to be your own worst enemy right now, and make sure to focus on the good stuff. For others, this could say that you've learned a lot through battles in your life, through challenges. For a while there, you were getting the King of Swords like all the time in your readings. So I feel like you could be just kind of like going back into your knowledge base, all the stuff that you've learned. It's like this says you are using that knowledge to be successful in the future. I'd say if you want love, definitely a good time to move on. And Five of Wands, again, dating, which comes up for everybody, but it is what it is. And finally here, Leo, you have the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups here. So I really like this a lot. This could definitely be a more fair job coming in for you. Six of Pentacles, I know I've said this to you in the past as well. It's like maybe you've been working for not enough for a long time. Ace of Cups would be an offer that comes in where you are overflowing, where there's just more than enough money coming in for you. So I feel like this could be a very significant job change. For others, this would definitely say watch your emotions. Ace of Cups, very emotional card. Six of Pentacles, it's raining on this card, so we could say emotions, but it's also, this combination to me says that your emotions could be affecting your finances. So basically what you need to do is make sure that your emotions are not affecting your finances. Make sure to keep it positive, and that will make sure you are making money. So I feel like you need to just keep it positive with these two cards. For others, like I always say, the Six of Pentacles is a card of knowledge. It's a card of having knowledge and also resources as well at your disposal. Like I said, people think resources, they only think money, but really knowledge can be a resource as well, or people in our lives can be a resource. So I feel like you could be very resourceful. You could be using it to kind of fill your cups, to become more fulfilled in life, or to just find success in whatever it is you're doing. So really good reading. Definitely, like I said, if you want a love, date. I feel like you are definitely one of the signs that needs to date right now. So that's that. Leo. Virgo. Well, let's see what we have for you, Virgo people. Virgo. And Virgo. What do we have for you, Virgo? Virgo, you have the Magician, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you need to turn around, is what I would say to you for some reason here, Virgo. She's like not facing something here. So I feel like there's something you have to face. I've been kind of getting this message for you for a long time, Virgo. There's like something that you need to look at in your life. I'm not sure what it is. I used to think it was the truth, but now I'm starting to think that's not the truth. Remember, like even last night, I said to you, Virgo, that the truth will set you free, but maybe that's not what it is. Maybe it's more, maybe it is the truth, because it's like you're not looking at it, but maybe it's not like a lie or something like that. It's more like maybe you need to realize that you are more talented, gifted than you realize. Maybe you need to use your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. Maybe there's something you're missing as well. So I feel like you need to like turn around and look at the things that you're dealing with in your life. This is probably not a negative thing, by the way, Virgo. This is probably positive, but it's just saying, it's like you're just using swords here. You need to use everything that you have with the Magician. And the Magician is a new beginning, by the way. So it's like, but I feel like you don't have this new beginning that you want yet, Virgo. So I feel like you need to use all your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities to have a new beginning. I feel like you have to use everything at your disposal to be successful with this Magician card. So make sure you're using everything at your disposal. For others, I keep getting wasted job for you is what pops into my head. I feel like there could be like a job or something that you're not using, or I mean, there could be like a job available to you, but it's like maybe you are stuck in another job. So I would be looking for that as well. Very weird, Virgo. Next, you have the Nine of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, there are wishes coming in, but the Three of Pentacles is a card that says, like, look, the door is closed on this Three of Pentacles. It says something like a wish that you or dream you have needs more work. You need to put more work into whatever it is you're working on. That will be success. Then it will lead to success. For others, this could have to do with the quality of the work that you're doing. So if you're struggling, this says like focus on the quality, don't really focus on anything else, and make sure that you stay focused as well. Nine of Cups could be something at a distance as well. So to me, you do have a couple of travel cards here. So I feel like some of you could be wanting to travel, or you could be wanting to move, and I feel like you need to move. I feel like you need to move, is what this is saying. I don't know why I'm getting that message, but that's what I'm getting. Three of Pentacles to me says like that for some reason. It's not a moving card. I'm trying to spit this out, Virgo, but it's like I'm getting that you need to open the door to like a new beginning, but I feel like it's a move or something at a distance because of that Nine of Cups. So I feel like you need to move, or you need to do something, or a change. Could be like a work change as well. For others, this could say that you need to open up to jobs that involve teamwork. It's like maybe you don't want to work on a team, but maybe that's kind of what you have to do right now. So I would just say open up to the potential of like working on a team or getting a job that's more like team based or something like that. I feel like there could be a lot of success and fulfillment for you there. If you are looking for love, by the way, all this here would say, again, you have to realize that when you're in love, it's a team. It's not just one person. So, again, you're going to have to, like, open up to allowing someone into your life with these two cards. So, just be open is what I'd say. Finally, you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're very attractive at this time. If you are single, Nine of Pentacles, you are very attractive right now. Could easily attract someone into your life, but you're going to have to go and get it. I feel like you're going to have to go out, get out there and, meet people and all that other stuff. For others, I feel like you could just be attracting money. Nine of Pentacles is my card of having the resources to do things that you want in the past. And so I feel like you need to, that's what you need to do. I feel like you need to kind of like get a, I feel like you need to gather your resources, and I feel like you need to use your resources as well. But I do feel like there could be like a lot of good money coming in here for you. I feel like there could be also an increase in resources, but I definitely get out there and date. I feel like there is a lot of good dating energy for you, but it's like you could be single right now, but there's plenty of love coming in for you here with the Queen of Wands. So I would definitely open up to it. Like I said here, Virgo. Yeah, I would say don't keep yourself stuck in hangman mode is what I'd say here. I feel like some of you could be experiencing delays, like work-wise or business-wise, something like that. And I feel like there has to be some sort of change for this to work is what I'd say to you. So there you go, Virgo. Thank you, Virgo. All right, Libra. What do we have for you, Libra people? And Libra. All right. Libra, you have the Queen of Pentacles here and the Death card. Yeah, new choice for you, Libra. Queen of Pentacles to me represents a new path or starting like a new journey. And the Death card represents a transformation. So I feel like this could be saying that you are picking a new path in your life or you're starting a new journey in some way. And I feel like that would be a very good idea for you because I feel like there's definitely a new path. Queen of Pentacles, like I said, is a crossroads card. It says you could have a choice between the past and the future, or what it can also say, it's a little confusing, Libra, because the Queen of Pentacles to me can also say that you have two choices, and like in work or in business or in love, and it can say one choice is easy, the other choice is maybe a little bit more complicated, a little bit harder. And this card says like push yourself and take the harder position, especially in work. It says maybe you have a choice between a job that's like easy and like another job that has a lot more responsibility. This would actually be it would be a good idea here for you with these two cards to pick the job with more responsibility. It says you will see more, obviously, from that. So definitely pick the harder path. Next, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. I feel like there's a turnaround for you here with the Wheel of Fortune. So this is going to be really good. Definitely in your finances. You always get the Queen of Pentacles, Libra. I always say to you, I feel like a lot of you are kind of like trying to increase your resources, trying to make more money, doing whatever you can to be more successful. The Empress is a card of more abundance, more success in your life. So I definitely feel like there's more success coming in for you here and probably more abundance. Like I said, Queen of Pentacles, it's a good card, but it's like, it kind of reminds me of the King of Pentacles. It's just like, the Queen of Pentacles is like the step before the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles to me is just having enough financially and not really having necessarily more. It can represent that when there's like more cards here, but Not usually. The Queen of Pentacles is like looking for resources or needing to be resourceful. But I feel like there's about to be a turnaround in your finances or in your resources in general. I feel like that will lead to more money. This could also represent like a change in the seasons. So yeah, we are in summer. By the way, it is about 6,000 degrees in here. I am dying right now, just so everybody knows, but that's all right. We will get through it. But what I would say here is that this can represent like the spring. So this can represent a change in season. Maybe you've been stuck in winter for a very long period of time, like longer than just winter. And it's like you're about to get out into the spring. There's going to be more abundance, more fun, more happiness, more just good things coming in. And finally, you have Justice. Look at this. You have Justice and the Knight of Cups. So this right here, you always get this water sign showing up, Libra. It's funny, it came up in your weekly reading as well today. But the Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor, someone who's charging into your life, somebody who wants to be with you. Justice, you, Libra. So I feel like there could be a water sign, or if it's not a water sign, it could be a Knight in Shining Armor that's coming in for you here with the Knight of Cups. If you are not interested in love, the Knight of Cups is a card of using your imagination, and the Justice card is saying like you need to balance the scales in your favor here. So it's like you need to kind of put more weight on these scales here to be successful. So it kind of says use your imagination on how you can get karma flowing in your favor, if that makes sense. And it's also a card of being introspective. So you could be kind of being introspective, trying to balance a situation out in your life. It could be like a relationship, a business, could be anything, but you could be kind of going almost into hermit mode. I would say not quite, but almost into hermit mode, and kind of like discovering the light. I would say if you are kind of going into a hermit mode, I would say over like I'm getting like the next 2 weeks or so, Libra, I would say this is probably a good idea for you. I do feel like the introspection will help you out. So it's not like you're retreating for negative reasons, you're retreating to gather more information. I feel like that would be good for you, Libra. So there you go, Libra. Thank you, Libra. All right, Scorpio. What do we have for you, Scorpio people? Scorpio, you have the Nine of Swords, the Sun. I feel like this is saying that, I almost said fortune after difficulty, Scorpio, so it could definitely be good things coming in after a difficult period of time. Nine of Swords is like a card of sleepless nights, worries, fears, anxiety, depression, all that other stuff, but Nine of Swords is a card of a temporary situation. So it says anything that you're going through is temporary. The Sun, best card on the deck, so success, enlightenment, happiness, joy, celebration, all those things with the Sun. I feel like after a difficult period of time, you could be coming into the Sun here. The Sun could also say, like, this is very much a blessing in disguise type of energy here, Scorpio. So it could be saying the Sun is shining a light on why you had to go through some sort of difficulty. And it's like now you are seeing the lesson. Now you are seeing what you had to learn. And that will probably make it so that you never have to go through a difficult lesson again. So that's nice. Next, you have the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, so Ten of Wands, releasing a burden. Nine of Wands, not giving up. So I feel like a lot of you need to make sure to not give up. Like I've said, I say it to you and Pisces all the time. It's like, especially if you have a business or especially in work, you could be working on something where it's like you want to see it through to the end, but maybe you're not seeing results as quickly as you would like. And it kind of just says that these two cards are saying definitely keep pushing. Like I keep saying to you and Pisces, I feel like you need to realize that whatever you are going through and whatever challenges come up, they are not mountains, they are molehills, they are just speed bumps. And I'm going to probably keep saying it just to say it to you, Scorpio, just so you realize whatever you're going through, just a small bump. It's not like a big deal, but it might seem like a mountain when it's not. And it's kind of like more like this is very much a more test from the universe type of energy that I get here, Scorpio. So it could say like the universe is saying, do they really want this goal that they have in mind? Do they really want this business? Do they really want this job? Do they really want this relationship? So don't give up on things. And finally, you have the Mirror and the Seven of Wands here. Yeah, definitely stay open. Again, Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands, closed off energy. If you want love, definitely open up to it. This could be a very closed off energy. Again, Black Moon Lilith in Pisces, makes us very closed off to new people, or we could be afraid to be vulnerable to somebody. The other weird thing that can happen, by the way, Scorpio, with this energy is that we could get into a relationship where there could be things that remind us of a past relationship, but it could just be an illusion. Obviously, if there are, glaring red flags, get out of the relationship. But there could be like little things that the other person does where we kind of panic, but maybe it's not like that big of a deal. Maybe it's just, maybe they put their peanut butter on their toast in a weird way, and we're just like, oh my God, my ex used to do that, I'm breaking up with this person, right? But maybe it's really not that big of a deal. for the most part. I would say if they put the peanut butter on the outside of their sandwich, then you have problems. But if they're putting it on the inside, who cares which way it goes on? That's what's popping into my head. That's a ridiculous message. There you go, Scorpio. Stay open. Good stuff. Thank you, Scorpio. All right, there we go. Sagittarius. I gotta switch decks for you, Sagittarius people. So let's see what we have for you, Sagittarius people. Sagittarius. Here we go. Sagittarius. Sag, this is already a shuffled deck, but I just want to get it nice and shuffled up for you. Here we go. Alright, Sag, what is going on for you? Sagittarius, you have the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. So yeah, this could definitely be you showing up here in a very strong situation. So I feel like this is a lot of success coming in for you, a lot of growth. It's like you're going from the Knight, skipping the Queen, going straight to the King. So I feel like there's a lot, by the way, tons of creative energy here, tons of like charming, confident, bold energy between these two cards. I feel like you are feeling all of these different types of ways. So I feel like this is very positive, very passionate and energetic and adventurous as well. So if you're going on any new adventures, traveling, moving, anything like that, I feel like there could be a lot of success there for you. I feel like there could be this, what's really popping into my head here, Sagittarius, is inspiration. Yeah, you have the Queen of Cups here as well, which is kind of like an intuitive, inspirational card to me, kind of. So I feel like you could be getting some sudden insights into your life, and this could be very inspirational. It could be something that drives you or causes you to make some sort of change that leads to success. So really, quite simply, I would just say follow inspiration, follow your curiosity with these two cards. Next, you have the Queen of Swords and the Page of Cups. I feel like there could be multiple love offers for some of you. There could be a water sign. You've had water show up in the past, and you have two water signs showing up here. It could be just one person, but I feel like there could be a water sign coming in for you. You might not be 100% open to this person, but again, if you want love, I would say, go on a date, see where it goes, see what happens, right? For others, this could be a legal offer. So, and I've definitely had this for you before. I feel like there could be like an offer of a settlement coming in for some of you Sagittarius people, or there could be an offer of a settlement with, like this could be like a child support thing, or it could be a divorce type of settlement. And what I would say here is I would look at the settlement. I would, I'm not saying you have to accept it, but, what I always tell people in legal situations is if the settlement is close enough, it's like, just why not end the situation and just get out of the situation and stop having to go to court, right? So, again, I feel like sometimes in legal situations, people try to be too right, and, that's just drags it on forever. So I feel like there's, but, what I'm trying to say is, Sagittarius, this would be an acceptable offer if you get one. And finally, you have the Queen of Cups and the Five of Cups, some sort of change in direction in life. I do feel like some of you could have been sad about something in the past. So I feel like you could have been sad about a relationship or sad about a breakup. Queen of Cups, I actually feel like is good. I feel like it's you taking your power back. I also feel like it's you kind of being happier, feeling more alive. Because the Queen of Cups is like a card of emotions, but it's a card of being very tenderhearted and things like that. I feel like some of you could have somebody coming into your life like that, Sagittarius. Yeah, I feel like you're finally opening up. I feel opposite here. I feel like you are finally opening up, Sagittarius, if you want love, to someone who could be very nurturing, caring, loving, like all those things. And I feel like it'd be very good for you. For others, I feel like you're very driven with this card. I feel like it's just talking about drive, Sagittarius. I feel like you're very financially driven. I always say Seven of Wands is my card of conviction. It's like my card of doubling down on something. So instead, it's like says that instead of giving up on a business idea or a work idea, you are doubling down and you're like making sure that something is going to work. So I feel like you're really putting the energy in, or you're about to kind of defend your position financially, and I do feel like this will be good for you. So thank you, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn, what do we have for you, Capricorn people? All right, Cap. Capricorn, you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. So two nines. To me, two nines like this would represent some sort of change, or it would represent there needing to be some sort of death, like some sort of death-like transformation. So almost like the death card. Not literally someone dying, but as in just a transformation that you're going through. Both of these cards, never give up here, Capricorn. Nine of Pentacles, this could represent a new job. It could say there's like some sort of transformation coming in that's going to be a new job or a new position for you. For others, this could be you kind of like just really focused on taking care of yourself and making sure that you are kind of taken care of, like trying to reach this right here. Like I said, all earth signs, pretty much everybody is, but definitely the earth signs are probably more focused on freedom, independence, like words like that. And I feel like that's what you could be focused on with these two cards. Nine of Wands is a lot of attention as well. So it's a card that says, make sure that you go and try to get as much attention as you possibly can. Like if you're looking for a job or a business, whatever, this says try to get as much attention on you as you possibly can. Same thing with a raise or a promotion. If you want a raise or a promotion, this card says get as much attention as you can, because you will get it. But it's a card of like needing to stand out. It says you could be closed off, so you need to stand out to get something you want. Next, you have the Hangman and the Six of Swords. Yeah, this is pretty good. I feel like you're finally taking the steps, is what I'd say, to be successful. Hangman can be a card of following the breadcrumbs. It can be a card that says to get off the pole. Get off the pole, Capricorn. But to get off the pole, it says you need to follow the breadcrumbs. Six of Swords, incremental improvements, which is, kind of like following breadcrumbs. So I feel like you could be following breadcrumbs with the Six of Swords, moving on to calmer shores. But it's really, this is like following the clues. So it's like maybe you're not having these huge, massive improvements right now, but these two cards definitely say to me that there are improvements coming in. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Pisces as well. And if this is a relationship, it could be an improvement. I would say if you have a lot of if you are a person who has a lot of Capricorn in your chart and you're dealing with a Pisces as well, I feel like this would be very positive for you also. And finally, you have the Ten of Swords and the Hermit. Yeah, I feel like some of you are moving on from Hermit mode. Like you've been given this, I mean, how many times do I get this message for you, Capricorn? It's like you've been given a break from the universe. The universe may be putting you in a position that was uncomfortable, like not having a job, or not having a stable place to live, or whatever. But really, this was a break from the universe. Again, sometimes the breaks we get from the universe are not great, but at the same time, we usually end up in a much better position later on. And a lot of people say, like, well, how is that a good thing? Well, we don't know until we go through it, right? So it can be a good thing. I always tell people, it's like, have you ever read a book about somebody who makes like billions of dollars? Their books, for the most part, are never like, oh, my life was just great and it was handed to me on a silver platter. It's like they all went through extreme difficulties and challenges for the most part. I'm sure somebody's going to bring up some example where it's not true. That's fine. Great. Good for you. You're really smart. But for the most part, most people who've been very successful went through a lot of challenges. So it's like their story would be boring. Nobody would want to hear it. Nobody would want to read it if they just got everything, right? So just look at any challenges you're going through as adding to your story that you can write in a book later. So there you go. If you write a book, send me a copy. Autograph it. Thank you, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius. What do we have for you, Aquarius people? And Aquarius. Here we go. And all right, Aquarius, you have the Three of Swords here, Two of Cups. Yeah, some of you could have gone through a breakup. I feel like this has come up for you in the past. Three of Swords could have gone through a breakup in the past here, and the Two of Cups says you could have thought this person was a soulmate. I feel like you're actually realizing that they were not now, and I feel like you're open to dating. So this is good, Aquarius. You could be moving on. For others, this could be I do feel like this could actually be a new relationship coming in for you. Somebody who could lead to marriage. You have the Four of Wands here. You have the World, Temperance, Patience. So it does say don't rush a commitment, but there is probably a very significant commitment coming in for you. This could also represent your health. And so I feel like if this is your health, I feel like a lot of you Aquarius people could be healing, or you could be focused on healing at this time. Next, you have the Mirror and the Four of Wands. Again, if this is health related, this could just represent you being very focused on your health. I would say if you are a third decan Aquarius, meaning if you were born in the last third of Aquarius, this message is probably more for you because of Mars having entered, or basically entering into Leo today. So it's not there yet. It's only at like 29.55 degrees if you want to be super technical, but if you don't want to be super technical, it's there. And it will be there by tomorrow. So a lot of you later Aquarius people could be very focused on your health, and I would say that would be a good thing. For others, this could be you just like figuring out like what you want in somebody that you could potentially marry, and you could be figuring out like what traits and what bits and pieces you'll want with somebody that you will marry. For others, I feel like this could be a celebration. I just feel like you could be reaching some sort of goal or some sort of milestone in the near future, and I feel like it will lead to a celebration. And finally, Temperance in the World. So again, reaching some sort of goal. I feel like you could be reaching a goal, and you will be very happy about it. The Temperance card, I'm getting a really weird message on this Temperance card. I feel like some of you, it's like you're accomplishing something where you actually like used all your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. I feel like you used everything. It's like you really put your all into something, and I feel like that makes the victory much, much more sweeter with the World card here. So if you have been working on a project, business project, personal project, or even a relationship, I feel like that no matter what happens with this World card, whether it's an ending of the cycle or whether you are, pushing something out into the world, I feel like it's very, very sweet. Not bittersweet, but very sweet, because it's like you gave it everything you got. That's what's popping into my head. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. This is opening up new things for you. Ten of Wands, releasing burdens. Yeah, I would say it's almost like you're opening up to the world, but it's because it's not because like you are doing this. You're not like I don't know how to describe this, Aquarius. It's like you're not the one that's opening up to the world, but it is you. I feel like you are being pushed out in some way here, but it's probably because of something that you've done. So I feel like some of you could be like seeing your business grow because of whatever this is. You could be seeing more people coming in for love, whatever. But I feel like some sort of change is going to lead to whatever goals or wishes you have. So. Sorry, I know that's a very weird message, but it's what's popping into my head. For others, I think you could be releasing financial burdens here, and you could just be becoming more financially secure with these two cards. So I definitely like that a lot, Aquarius. All right, thank you, Aquarius. All right, Pisces, thank you as always for your patience. I really appreciate it. What do we have for you, Pisces people? And yeah, Pisces. Pisces, you have the Eight of Wands coming up first here. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're getting good news about money. I feel like money, of course, has been a struggle for you for years. Even if you've been making money, it's probably not like enough. It's probably never been enough, or there have been probably a lot of surprises. Again, Uranus, second house, Aries, the worst place it could possibly be for anybody, and you just chose to be alive at this time where you got to experience it for the last 8 years. So there you go. If you were smarter, Pisces, you would have been born like this year probably, or you could have been born at any time over the last like 16 years, and then you would have gone through it young, so you wouldn't have had to deal with it, but you chose to come in earlier and you had to deal with it. So there you go, Pisces. But I feel like you're running away from this. You are moving towards calmer shores, definitely, even though that's not what this card means. I feel like you're heading towards improvement. I also feel like this is like saying your financial ideas are probably going to be working out better than they ever have in your entire life. So I like that a lot. These could be ideas to save, invest, start a business, get a new job, pretty much anything financial. And I feel like your ideas are just better. You could be getting clearer communication intuitively about your finances as well with that Eight of Wands. So it's like I said, you just have better ideas on what to do with your money, where to spend it, where it goes, how to save it, whatever. Next, you have the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Let go of your fears in love, Pisces. I said this to you the other night. I'm pretty sure. So let go of your fears in love. I feel like you have to be very go with the flow in love right now. For some of you, you could have been tricked in the past in a relationship, but I feel like this would be new love coming in. You have the Knight of Cups coming up here, Pisces. So number one, that could be you. Number two, that could be a knight in shining armor. Definitely a water sign. I've been saying it all year, right? Water on water is probably the best right now. I don't care what sign it is, but there definitely could be a water sign coming in for you here with the Knight of Cups. So definitely a new love offer. If you are not interested in love, this could be like a goal or something that you want to achieve in your life. Seven of Swords just says follow the rules and avoid the traps, and it says have a plan on how you're going to reach your goals and or wishes that you have for your life. That will lead to quicker success. And finally here, Pisces, Three of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Three of Wands is like kind of exploration and adventure, and you could be like traveling as well here. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like some of you could be traveling or needing to travel for some reason, or you could be moving. Definitely a moving year for Pisces, for sure, and next year as well. But this could also represent love at a distance. This came up for you last night, so definitely possible. This would say kind of like go with the flow, see where that situation goes, just see what comes up. For others, this could represent you taking the lead in your life. This is you. This is leadership, you becoming more of a leader in your own life, making your own decisions. But I definitely feel love here. I feel like there could be a water sign coming in. Could be somebody very knowledgeable, intelligent, yeah. For some of you, look, of course, you still have this. I feel like this is somebody getting justice in your life, Pisces. This is that person that's been spying on you for a very long time, getting justice. So some of you could be seeing someone from the past getting karma. But yeah, this is what you're heading towards, Pisces, every night. You always get this card, not every night, but a lot. So you're heading towards success and quick movements. So I feel like things are about to change very quickly for you. I feel like there's going to be a lot of success coming in for you. Could also be this could be you finding your missing puzzle piece in love, somebody who just fits into your life. It could also be, it could represent anything. It could represent like starting a family, making more money, being more successful in business, pretty much everything. So Pisces, as always, looks amazing. So thank you, Pisces. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to do a pick a card now, and we are going to do cards 1, 2, and 3. So let me just shuffle this real quick, and we are going to see what comes up for everybody. All right, 1, 2, and 3. All right. By the way, I'm almost tempted to do this as a collective. Does anybody care if I do this as a collective? Because this looks like, if I'm being honest, everybody, this looks like everybody should pick all 3. I feel like it's just one reading as well. I'll read it both ways, just so everybody knows. So if you picked if you want to just pick a card, pick a card. If you want this as a collective reading, then I will do it both ways. But if you pick card number 1, you have the Fool and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like some of you could be jumping forward towards new. This is one reading, is what I'm going to tell everybody. You can feel free to pick a card, but this is one thing right here. I feel like this could be some of you jumping towards love. I feel like this could be you taking a leap of faith towards a knight in shining armor type of person. Definitely could be a water sign for some of you, but this is like all the same thing. For others, if you're not interested in love, this could be you taking a leap of faith towards some sort of idea that you have. Knight of Cups is your imagination. It is your dreams, basically. So you could have some ideas that feel like they are just imagination, but it's like you are taking a leap of faith towards your dreams with these 2 cards. Next, you have the Ace of Cups here and the Ace of Wands. Look at this. This is one hell of a reading, people. This is why I'm doing it as a collective as well. Ace of Cups is your emotions overflowing, being very happy. Ace of Wands, amazing amounts of growth, abundance, success. It's also a card of like creative force. I feel like that if you pick card number 2, or if you're reading this as a collective, it's pretty much the same thing. I feel like you are very driven at this time and trusting your creative ideas. This will lead to total fulfillment in your life. This could also represent a passionate new beginning for you in love. So I feel like there could be a very passionate new beginning in love. Could be a new love offer. It could be something that makes you very happy as well. So I feel like there's a lot of happiness coming in for everybody that picked this card. Or if you're, again, taking this as a collective, I feel like there's a ton of happiness, ton of abundance, ton of growth, but a major new beginning here. And if you pick card number 3, you have the King of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Look at this. This is amazing, people. I'm telling you. Or if you took this as a collective, this could be the return of love to your life. So again, if you're looking for love, there's definitely love returning to your life here for sure. Nine of Cups, a wish, could represent long distance. It comes up for everybody. What is the distance? I don't know. I can't explain it. The only thing I could possibly think of is Jupiter and Sagittarius. Plus, depending on when you were born, there's 1.5 million things that could potentially be bringing in love from a distance for pretty much everybody. But definitely could be love, true fulfillment here with the Nine of Cups. King of Cups, like I said, return of love to your life. If you are not interested in love, this could represent a move for sure. King of Cups, I call the home or the house. So to me, it can represent moving. And the Nine of Cups, again, distance. But it could say a move will lead to kind of more fulfillment. I've been saying it forever, right? That moving this year and next year is amazing because there are additional benefits to moving that we do not see until we move. This could mean like friends, more money, could represent finding a place that's cheaper but better, and we also get a job that pays us more money. So it's like win-win-win all the way for a move. So if you are moving, it's like a win-win-win type of situation for pretty much everybody. And again, I've been saying that all year. But again, you're not going to see these benefits until you move. So it's like you have to do it first. But overall, this is very, very positive for everybody. That is one heck of a reading. And yeah, like I said, it all adds up to me. So thank you, everybody, again. I really appreciate it. I am going to answer questions now. Of course, super chats will get preference, but I will try to answer as many people as I possibly can. So I was on Scandaluch. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. cards regarding money for this month in August. You have the Ten of Wands, releasing a burden, Ace of Swords. I feel like the Ace of Swords, we're going to start here, Scandalucci. I feel like Ace of Swords is just saying that you know exactly, or you will know exactly what you're supposed to be doing and working on to make more money. It's like that's going to cause you to release burdens. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Not bad combination. Queen of Pentacles is about picking a new path. So you could be picking like a new financial path to make more money. And the Seven of Swords says that you are probably avoiding obstacles, because it is a card of avoiding traps, but it's also a card of having a plan on what you do to make money. So it just says have a plan. Could be a very simple plan and you will be successful. Yeah, Knight of Wands, Two of Cups. It's like you're matching up exactly with what you're supposed to be doing. Exactly like I said with that Ace of Swords. Knight of Pentacles, or Knight of Wands here is about being very like bold and charming and confident and all this other stuff. So it kind of just says follow your passions, but do it like with bravery and be very bold and passionate about whatever it is you're doing. You will be successful. So yeah, really good. Yeah, I feel like you just need to commit to something. I keep telling people this year, if you're going to start something, and it's not a year to like just dip your toes in the water. If you're going to start a business, or if you're hoping to make more money, it's like you got to commit like 10,000%. You got to go all in, and then you will be very successful. So that's what I would say there. But thank you, Scandalucci. Hannah, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, can I get some cards in my health, please? Will I have the operation? Will my health improve? I would say yes, actually. Yeah, I don't even need to really go any farther, Hannah. I would definitely say yes. I feel like it'll be a major improvement. Again, I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice. Three of Pentacles just work for quality. So if doing this to improve the quality of your life, this would say yes. And King of Pentacles could definitely represent a doctor. Yeah, the Devil and the Six of Cups, yeah, I would definitely do it, is what I would say to you. The Devil is like being held back because of some sort of issue. Six of Cups, happiness, health, healing, and it can just represent like a victory kind of as well. And it's also a card of like, goodwill. So yeah, I would do it. I feel like it'll totally help you out in a major way. Yeah, King of Swords, surgery. So I would say yes, I would do it. I feel like there's a lot of success there. Melissa, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will Estella and Nino get married? I would say no, is what I would say to you if I'm being honest. So, yeah, no, is what I would say to you. Crumsy, hello, Crumbs. Thank you for the super chats. Really appreciate it. You say, hi, Chris and Jim. Hello, thank you. And you say, reached out to a friend who I had a disagreement with and seemed to reconcile. What's the coming months? You have the Five of Cups, sadness. Frenzy, yeah, I feel like things will move forward faster here. Yeah, look at this. And this card fell, but you have the Fruit of the Dead here as well. And the Hermit. Yeah, I feel like you are like going to be, maybe they're in hermit mode right now. Maybe they're not fully ready to open up. But look at Frenzy, fast movement forward, and the Fruit of the Dead. Tons of abundance in this relationship. Yeah, you have a lot of history together, so it probably just says that there will be healing in this situation, basically. Queen of Swords. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they could be like a little bit closed off at times, but I would just go for it, is what I'd say. I'd give them time, but I feel like this will heal. Annette, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will I have a root canal or be lucky? Again, I'm not a doctor or a dentist, so do not take this as medical advice. But you have the Magician, which says there could be things that you could use to heal this faster. So that's what I'd say there. And you have the Nine of Wands, which is a card of like being perseverant, so needing to kind of get through this situation. At the same time, it's like sometimes people don't want to have these things done, but if it totally removes pain, it's better than living with pain for like 20 years, right? So I feel like you might have like a choice, but I do feel like you could kind of heal it on your own. Yeah, like I said, you have a choice, Two of Pentacles, but it kind of says which choice is going to lead to it, healing faster, right? So I would pick the faster choice. Elizabeth Gonzalez, thank you for the super chat. Elizabeth, if you have a question, pop it in down below. I can't go backwards right now, so my chat won't let me. So if you could just type it in, that would be great. Amira, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, when will Aaron contact me? Love me. Seven of Pentacles. I'm not so sure that he will. If you want to contact him, I feel like you could put the work in, is what the Ace of Pentacles says. And the Seven of Pentacles is like a card of a change in direction. So I feel like there was a change in direction in this situation. But I feel like if you wanted to contact him, that would probably bring an end to the situation, or would lead it down, get it started again. But I'm not so sure that he's going to contact you with these two cards, so I would put the work in, is what I'd say to you. Crumsy, thank you for the super chat again. Really appreciate it. Two cards for me and my kids. for July. 10 of Pentacles. This is amazing. 10 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Plenty of money and success. Literally, there are usually children on the 10 of Pentacles, right? So it can represent like family and things like that. So I feel like there could be like family and things here. Hierophant, divinely guided this month. So I feel like there could be like a lot of divine guidance in this situation or for you. It could also represent, this could represent learning, but it'd be like learning about good things with the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like there could be a lot of learning for you this month. And thank you, as always, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. You have the 4 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. I feel like someone's very passionate about you. 4 of Pentacles could be you focusing on work. So, you know, it could say just make time for love if you want it. But Page of Wands could be a fire sign. It could be anybody who's just very passionate about you. Yeah, Death. There's going to be some sort of transformation. Yeah, I feel like you're very attractive at this time. And, of course, Pisces. So I would get out there is what I would say to you. I feel like there's definitely love available to you. Yeah, look, Empress, the other card of being very attractive. So I would get out there is what I'd say to you. Elizabeth, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. What sign is the person I'm going to meet next? Probably a air sign. Yeah, definitely an air sign is what I'd say to you. I'm getting Gemini, but it could be any air sign, or it could be somebody with air in their chart is what I'd say to you, Elizabeth. Veronica, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You have the 2 of Swords stuck. Yeah, the moon stuck in your head. So 2 of Swords says that there needs to be some sort of agreement made in the relationship. I don't look at it as a bad card, but it's a card of a stalemate, being stuck, you know, not making an agreement. It's a card of blocked emotions as well. The moon, not sharing emotions. So I feel like emotions need to be shared here. There like needs to be more communication and things like that is what I'd say to you to get this moving forward. So I feel like both people need to open up. Donna, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Could you please pull a card? Do you see home, Reno, or recreational property, or both? Do you see home, Reno, recreational property, or both? I would say, I feel like the home. The first option here, 8 of Wands, literally moving. So that's what I'd say there. For the recreational property, you have the 4 Cups, which says you could have it, but probably in the future, because this card of manifestation, so it kind of says you have to manifest this in the future, but maybe you won't get it right now. For both, again, the High Priestess. The High Priestess says that there are things or mysteries that you do not know about having both. It's like maybe it's not a good time to have both, or, you know, maybe you have to move first, and then you'll find something else that you really like. So this is more of a card of no action. It says that there's no action being taken on both. So I would just say home is what I would say to you, Donna. Pretty clear. I think that's clear. Melissa, thank you again for the super chat. Do Anna and Manny have a future together? I would say yes. New beginning. Here, you do have the 3 Swords. I don't know if they're like separated, or if they're in a heartbreak right now, or if there's a separation right now, but you have the Door, which would be a new beginning for them. Yeah, I feel like they just need to both focus on what they want, and they will get it. So that's what I'd say there, for sure. Veronica, any cards for Isaac? Isaac, hello, by the way. Isaac has the Knight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like Isaac is running towards a turnaround in life, or some sort of turning point in his life. So Isaac, I feel like you are running towards a turning point in your life here. The Wheel of Fortune is like a card of a turnaround, but it is a card of success as well. But it's also a card of destiny. So I feel like you need to realize whatever you're going through is destiny. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is like looking for a deeper meaning in things in your life. To me, not a lot of card readers read it this way, but I do. So that's all that matters. To me, it's a card of a deeper meaning, and you could be looking for a deeper meaning in certain situations in your life. This would be a good card for research or looking for a deeper meaning in whatever it is you're going through, because it says there are probably answers that will also like help you escape from anything that you're stuck in or anything like that. So there you go, Isaac. Thank you. Aaron Sullivan, thank you as always for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, just found out that a friend passed away from cancer. Sorry to hear that. Can you tell me if he's in a good place? Yes, of course, is what I'd say to you. I don't feel good about our last conversation. Yeah, I feel like he's in a good place, definitely. 3 Cups, card of celebration, happiness, and, good things coming in. Card of friendship as well, probably with old friends and, like, all that other stuff as well. King of Wands, this is probably just him showing up, present. 10 of Cups, look at this, fortune after difficulty. Trust me, when we die, we go to a great place. So, yeah, it's like I'm sure he's very happy right now and much happier and probably not worried about anything that happened here on Earth. I can guarantee you that. So, yes, definitely in a good place. Definitely happy. Like I said, fortune after difficulty, especially if he had cancer as well, he's not having to suffer anymore from that. This is a card of joy, peace, family, like all sorts of good things. So, yeah, definitely is what I would say to you. No doubt about it. Elisa, thank you for the super chat. You say, what do you have for me, Chris? You have the Temperance card and the Eight of Swords. I feel like you're like trying to set yourself free from limiting situations. I would say this message was coming up quite a bit like in the first part of the year. Then it kind of like stopped coming up, and then it kind of comes up for like a few people here and there. And it's kind of like a minor energy overall. And it's like not that big of a deal, and overall it's very positive that you are like removing things that are just holding you back, any type of obstacle. So I feel like that's what you should be focusing on. I feel like you need to be patient, but it's like that's what you're doing, removing limiting circumstances from your life. Susie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, does T miss me? I would say no. I feel like that, well, kind of is what I feel like saying. The star says that, I feel like it says that T sees you as like wish fulfillment, but in a lot of ways it's like T is not opening up with this Five of Swords. Five of Swords says is a card of self-interest. Can be a card of being selfish as well. So I feel like they're just focused on themselves right now for the most part. But I do feel like they think about you with that star for some reason. So I would say kind of, or yes. Natural Market, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Paying daily tides. Card for tomorrow. You have the Four Swords. Maybe a good recovery day. Yeah, in the Chariot. So yeah, it might be a good day for you to sleep in, something like that. But the Chariot says victory and success, good things coming in for you. So, and the Chariot also says you are in control over everything that happens in this, tomorrow. So it says take control. You will have a good day. If you don't take control, you will have a bad day. So take control. Kiara B, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, Aqua in his Virgo BFF concerns me. There's nothing between the two now, but should I be concerned about them in the future? He hides things from me. I would say let go of your fears. I would say no. This is internal fears that don't exist also. It's like, sleepless nights, fears, worries, all that stuff, right? So let it go. Knight of Pentacles, the Virgo is taking no action. Yeah, Judgment. I would say no. I feel like things are going to be fine for you here, Kiara, basically. Knight of Pentacles is, a card of being cautious, being too cautious, really. And it's a card of needing to use knowledge, but, really it's like, it's actual knowledge, not just, not just like you say here. What did you say here? Concerns me nothing between the two, but should I be concerned? Like not just worries and fears, like actual knowledge. The Judgment is a card of rebirth, so it could be between the two of you, but it could also be clarity in this situation. So I feel like you will be getting clarity in this situation is what I'd say to you. Yeah, 3 Wands says be patient in this situation. Susie G, thank you again for the super chat. Will I make more money? Yeah, I feel like you should switch jobs. Yes, is what I'd say to you. Yes, definitely. Ace of Pentacles. So, yes, I feel like you will definitely make more money. The Lover says you have a choice. So, I would just say yes. I feel like there is more money in another job. So, yes, is what I'm going to say to you. I feel like it looks very good. Ace of Pentacles, amazing card. More money, more success, happiness. Really good. Elisa, thank you for the super chat again. Really appreciate it. You say, will I get the apartment I have my own? Yes, definitely. Sun, best card in the deck. Page of Cups, an offer. So, yes, definitely. There's nothing more to say there. Definitely. Shaylin, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say maybe just a bit of general guidance, and thank you for the kind words. You have the Mirror and the Justice card. I feel like there could be like justice coming in for you in a lot of ways. The Mirror, this to me is about looking at responsibilities, and Justice card can be your responsibilities. The Mirror is just looking at your responsibilities, and you could be deciding like which responsibilities tip the scale in your favor, so to speak, in life, and which ones don't. So I feel like you are almost releasing burdens here. Yeah, I feel like you could have a lot more than you realize too. It's like you could be afraid of competition, or you could be afraid of difficulties. It's like you're keeping yourself stuck in some areas of your life. 5 of Wands says that you need to compete, number one. To me, it is a card of needing to compete, but it's also a card of training. It says like any difficulties you're going through, it's just training for life, and you just have to go through it. Yeah, I feel like there's about to be more structure in your life as well. So that looks pretty good, actually. I feel like there's improvements coming in. Willow Fairy, thank you for the super chat. I would say yes. I feel like the next 2 days I feel like you have the strength. 2 Wands says you are basically standing in your own personal power. You are standing in your own success. So, Willow Fairy, I would say yes. I feel like things are going to improve here, or things are going to be fine over the next 2 days. So, yes. Kelly, relationship advice. Thank you for the super chat. You have the 6 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like there needs to be more movement. I feel this for a lot of people. Again, people always ask me, why do I repeat myself? I'm like, well, we're not really all that different. That's the thing. And number one. And plus, the astrology is the astrology. It kind of like controls a lot of things. So, I feel like a lot of people need to do this, but I feel like there needs to be more energy in the relationship to get this moving forward. So, that's what I would say here. I feel like there needs to be more movement in the relationship, or there needs to be, if there is no movement, if there's no communication, there needs to be more attention. But it's like somebody isn't willing to move with the Page of Pentacles. This card comes up all the time. So that's what I'd say there. Yeah, I don't know. You have the Tower. There could have been some sort of Tower moment in this situation, but I feel like there needs to be more communication. The Covingtons, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I'm just going to switch decks for you real quick. So I'm going to answer your super chat right now, the Covingtons. Let me get this out of here. You say here, advice for me on what to do about the Leo. For you, the Covingtons, you have the Fool, the Moon. I would say, I feel like this is you leaving, honestly. The Fool is you taking a leap of faith. The Moon here says that you could be taking like a leap of faith away from this situation. It could say that you are taking a leap of faith away from the relationship, basically. Yeah, 5 of Cups. You could be like crying over spilt milk here or something like that. Yeah, you have the 4 of Wands as well. So you could be, the 4 of Wands is like wanting a commitment, but it's like you're not getting one. Yeah, Queen of Swords, deciding to be single, the Covingtons. The Chariot, I feel like there's a victory for you somewhere else, is what I would say to you. So I almost see you moving away from this situation, is what I'd say to you there. I am almost at Scarica. I am almost at your super chat. Almost. I just have one more person before you, I think. TDP, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Can I get a card? Yeah, you have the Strength card, so I feel like you need to be strong at this time. 7 of Pentacles. I feel like this is you planting seeds. I feel like you need to start working towards things that you want. Like, I feel like you've been waiting for, it's like you've been waiting for, a harvest in your life. So, and I feel like that harvest is coming in, but just not yet, is what I'd say to you. So it's like you're waiting to see results on something. Yeah, waiting. I keep getting waiting for you for some reason, TDP. But, yeah, that's what I'd say to you. All right, Scarica, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, Gemini, undecided about 2 options. I think you're saying, should I go to Angola this week? I would say yes. I would go, is what I'd say to you. The High Priestess is a card of mystery. It just says you don't know what to do. Duh, but it's also a card of no action, but I feel like you should take action. Ace of Cups, your emotions overflowing, being very happy. I would go, is what I'd say to you. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords comes up when we have to make a quick decision, when we don't have time. Like when we don't have time to make a choice, but, and we have to kind of rush into something. But I would go, is what I'd say to you. Yeah, look, there's even a world on this King of Swords, so it kind of just says travel, and this is a card of knowledge and experience. It says you would gain a lot of experience. So thank you for the super chat, and yes, I would definitely go, is what I'd say to you. Susie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Can you give me cards for the week? You have the Queen of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. I feel like you need to focus on exactly what you want in your life with this 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups tells me, 7 of Cups, number 1, can be a card of running away. A card of wishful thinking. But it does say, like, focus exactly on what you want. You'll get it. Queen of Pentacles is a new path. It could be like a new job offer or something like that. Yeah, the World. I feel like you're completing cycles. The World says the world is opening up for you. But again, 7 of Cups says focus only on what you want, not on what you don't want, and you will get it. But definitely a very good card for reaching your goals, attracting a lot of people into your life, pretty much all that other good stuff. Yeah, Death, going through major transformations. You have a lot of major transformations going on here. Ninja, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Caltrans, still interested in me for employment. I'd say yes. 2 of Cups, perfect match. Justice. I feel like you will be healing news here. And the Knight of Wands, being very passionate about this. So I would say yes, LFS Ninja. So yes, definitely. 10 of Pentacles, getting the job. So yes, is what I'd say. Definitely in the future. I mean, I don't know how long this is going to take, but I would definitely say, definitely yes. Elisa, thank you for the super chat again. You say, am I headed on the right path by walking away? Definitely. I don't even need to pull any more cards. Yeah, I feel like you're just keeping yourself stuck if you stay. 6 of Wands, literally. 6s to me say you are on the right path. You are going in the right direction. So, yes, definitely. This is a card of good news. It's a card of triumph. Definitely a card of having been to war, but it's like you're on your way back from war. On the traditional 6 of Wands, those people are cheering the person on the card because he went to war and he's come back a winner, but he's also lost a lot of things as well. So, definitely something to think about, but yeah, definitely. I feel like you are definitely on the right path. So, yes. All right, everybody. If I have not answered your question, I will take a few more questions. So, feel free to pop it in down below. I will definitely answer it. Jenna, you say, can I get a romance reading? I feel like you're very attractive at this time. So, I'd get out there. I feel like there's love coming in for you. Lena, will R come back to me? I would say no. I feel like there's new love coming in for you. Yeah, I feel like you're like on a break from love. So, I would say no. Athena, will R fall for D? Maybe, is what I'd say there. I feel like one of them is on a break. Modesty, should I go back to Leo or stay with the Aries or leave them both? The answer is you should leave them both. If you are asking me a question like this, you should leave them both. When people come to me and they're like, should I leave so-and-so? It's like you're already thinking about it. Like, end the madness, end the misery. If you're not happy, clearly, because you're asking the question, then move on, is what I'd say to you. Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning. This is why people get divorced, because they get into relationships and they don't leave out of fear or feeling like they're not going to find something better or whatever. If you're having the thoughts, leave. That's what I'm going to say there. Teresa, is there a move for me in the future? Yes, definitely, is what I'll say to you. Jen, if I reach out to, I would say no. I feel like you'll feel left out in the cold, if I'm being honest with you. Donna, thank you again for the super chat. Do you see a new home or renovations? Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, moving. So I feel like you will be moving, just probably to a new home. Nine of Pentacles is a card of newness to me, so it could definitely say yes, that there is a move here, or travel. I mean, a new home. Nine of Pentacles is new, is what I'd say here. Eight of Wands, just a move. So, yeah, but I'd say a new home. For sure. Christina Gomez, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. How will my week go for love? Three Wands, a lot of expansion. This card says take the lead. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. It's like maybe not getting enough offers this week, but overall this says you can have whatever you want. The Three of Wands. Three of Wands is a card of taking leadership over something that you want. So I would take the lead here, make offers. I feel like you'll get love. So I would get out there. Where am I? Jen. Hello, by the way. I haven't said hi to you in forever. Am I on the right track with a Gemini? Definitely. Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor. Sun, a card of the best card in the deck. So I would say yes. Dogen, I would say yes to the Star. So yes, I would say financial improvements. Amy Moore, will you get it? Yeah, Six of Swords. Moving on to Commerce Shores. So Amy, I would say definitely yes. Nirvani, you have the Page of Swords. I would say be curious this week. Follow your curiosity. I feel like that will lead to success. Karen Attaway, I can't believe you're up this late. You say the AT or the BMT for the 4th of July backpacking. I would say BMT for sure. I'm not even going to show you the other card, so I would say BMT for sure. Susie, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, should I go on a trip with the guy I met in Vegas? I feel like you have a choice here. I feel like you're not sure what to do. But I would almost say no to you. Yeah, I feel like you're not going to. Queen of Cups, I feel like it's you picking a new direction. So I would say no, if I'm being honest with you here. Yeah, I feel like you're not going to. Plain and simple. I feel like you're just not going to. I don't really feel like it's a choice, if that makes sense. I feel like you're just not going to go. Cynthia, will your Libra propose? I would say not anytime soon, is what I feel there. Teresa, what do I sense for you? Eight of Cups. Somebody walked away from you, or you're walking away from something that doesn't provide you fulfillment. I feel like you need to put the work into new love if you want it as well. Mary, is John coming back to me? I feel like if you put the work in, he would. So yeah, I guess. Daphne, what are ours? I feel like he wants to release you, or he's trying to release burdens at this time or something. I don't know. I feel like he's trying to be strong, in a way. What is your name? Kitty-on, you say, me. I'm the only one viewing from New Zealand. Oh, do you want a card? You have the Six of Cups. Happiness. I think there's new happiness coming in. Could be new love as well. This is what I'm feeling. Lou M, you have the Tower. It could just be a surprise. Could be just some sort of change happening for you this week. But again, it could be something positive, not negative. Modesty, love. I feel like there's love there. Wants to start a family with you. Fortune after difficulty. So, really, really good card is what I'd say to you. All right. Mary, I answered your question. Minty, feel free to pop in your question. I don't skip anybody. I only answer super chats, and then I donate the rest of my time to answer questions for free. So, yeah, if you want to have your question answered, feel free to pop it in down below. But I try to answer as many questions as I can. I cannot possibly keep up with the amount of questions that I get. It's not possible. Elaine, thank you for being here, by the way. Oh, do you want a card, Elaine? Oh, yeah, love card. 3 cups. Needing to date. I would get out there is what I would say to you here. And this is a card of dating. So that's what I'd say to you. Minty, do N and S... yeah, definitely. Wish fulfillment, wish, happiness. So Minty, yes, definitely. 9 of Cups, best card in the deck. So no doubt about it. Yes. Nirvani, have a good night. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Honey York, will I, Judgment, I feel like you need to be patient in this situation, but I would say, I feel like saying yes, if I'm being honest with you. I know that's not a great answer, but I feel like saying yes. So, there you go. Tarot Girl NYC, what is up, by the way? I don't consider myself a medium, if I'm being honest with you here, so, but you say, what energy you pick up? Diana, she's a Scorpio. Nine of Swords, I would say don't worry about her. She could be worried about you, though. Maybe if she was a warrior, she could be worried about something there. But I don't know, you have the Hierophant. You are divinely guided at this time. I don't know why I'm getting that. King of Wands. There could be love coming in for you as well, by the way. I don't know if you're in love, but could be a fire sign coming in for you. I don't know why that's coming through, but it is. So these are the cards I get. Hierophant thing. I feel like was she a teacher? Something like that? That's possible as well. But, again, I don't consider myself a medium, so that's what I'll say there. Alright. Where was I? Honey York. Yeah, I feel like you could put the work in there if you wanted to. I feel like it could turn into something else. So, yes. Teresa, how does the school year look for me, being that they switched me to a different grade level? You could be a little upset about this, but yeah, I feel like you'll be fine. I would open up, is what I'd say to you. So, there you go. Yeah, Chris is a large. Thank you, Mark. Exactly. I'm not a medium, I'm a large. There you go. There's no doubt about it. Alright. Jackie, I feel like it'll be fine, is what I would say to you here. For sure. Yeah, I feel like things very straightforward. Doesn't feel very exciting to me, but feels very straightforward to me, is what I'd say to you. So, that's what I'd say about that. Minty, I would say yes, for sure. I feel like he needs to open up more to make more friends. This is not enough to me. This is like too little. So, I feel like he needs to open up more to make more friends, is what I'd say to you. Alright, Candy, thank you. Alright, everybody, I'm going to cut this off here. So, thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. If I did not answer your question, I will be back tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, thank you, everybody, and have a good night.